Hello friends, this is Dr. Sushila Agarwal. I welcome you all. Today our subject is business study, that is for plus one commerce, and which we are going to understand the topic HUF, Hindu Undivided Family Business. This is the chapter 4. Its study material is also available at my uh, before explaining the topic, this is my Addison app, which could be downloaded from the Google Play Store. This is my WhatsApp number 79731799091. This app is related to commerce, economics, and management. There is course related to commerce, economics, and management. They have been uploaded at this app. Methodology is to live lectures, recorded lectures, descriptive and summarized notes they are shared with the students. Test series depending on the nature of the subject. If it is descriptive, the descriptive test series will be shared. If it is in the form of MCQ, then the MCQ will be shared. And the link of Edison app, the link of various courses at my store, I will be sharing in the description box of this video. So what is the Hindu undivided family business? This is the very unique form of business organization, which is only exist in India. Here the business comes into existence when there is an ancestral property and all the members, there should be minimum 2 members, they becomes the associated with it. This form of organization is managed and controlled under the provision of Hindu succession. And here we could become the member of HUF by birth. Joint Hindu family form refers to a form of organization where the business is owned and carried on by the member of the family. The elder member who is managing the whole show is known as a Karta. The elder member of the family is known as a Karta or a manager. Ultimately, controlling authority lies with him. He controls the whole business, the whole show. Karta manages the business with the consultation of other members. He takes the help of the members who are known as a co-pastor. But ultimate decision-making power lies with the Karta. The liability of the Karta is unlimited. If the debt of HUF is more, then his own personal property could be taken to satisfy the debts. But the liability of the member who are known as a co-pastor is limited to the extent of the share in the property. All members, they have equal ownership right over the property of the ancestral property. So what is ancestral property? It is different from the self-acquired property. When the person inherits the property from the father, grandfather, or great-grandfather, it is termed as a ancestral property. So what is the self-acquired property? When it acquired the property from any relative, any other relative, or acquired property from his personal sources, then it is known as a self-acquired property. So there are two schools of thought, Dayabhaga and Mitaksha. According to Dayabhaga, which is written by Jimutwa Hana, it focuses on inheritance procedure. It was the strongest authority in modern British Indian court in the Bengal region of India. It changed due to the passage of Hindu Succession Act of 1956. It is represent the reform version. It is generally found in West Bengal, Assam, and some parts of Odisha. It's prevalent in West Bengal, Assam, and parts of Orissa. According to Dayabhaga, the father is the sole ruler of all the property, whether it is the ancestral or of the personal. After the father's death, the son will have the right to succeed his portion of the ancestral property. But if the father chooses to do, they could take the property during the father's lifetime, but the only condition if the father agrees to it. This system allows both male and female member to co-pastor of the Hindu undivided family. Mitaksha, derived from the name of a commentary written by Vijay Swara on the Yajna Valkya Samriti. It is observed in all parts of India except West Bengal, Assam, and parts of Orissa. Here, only the male members are allowed to be co-pastor, but it was changed in 2005, so the daughter is also allowed as a co-pastor. It provides the equal rights to the male and female. Here in the Mitaksha, is son by birth acquire an interest in the ancestral property of the joint family. So what are the features or what are the characteristics of the HUF family? It is governed by the Hindu law. The control and management of the joint Hindu family is done according to the uncodified or codified Hindu law. Uncodified law, Mitaksha and Vyabhaga. Here, the member of the family can equal the membership of the HUF can be acquired only by birth, whosoever is born in the family. But there are two exceptions. When the family adopt someone, then he is also becomes the member. By adopting an outsider can be admitted to the membership. Marriage with the male member confer the membership to the female. The family affairs they are managed by the senior most member of the family, who is known as the Karta or manager. Power of the manager, they are unlimited. Management is more effective due to the natural love and affection with the member of the family. They have full faith in Karta. They provide help to the Karta. Only Karta is entitled to deal with the third parties. The co-pastor can also deal with the permission of the Karta. There is a limited liability of the co-pastor. All the members in the joint Hindu family has limited liability to the extent of property which is jointly held by the property. Acquired property of any member cannot be taken to satisfy the loan which is taken by the HUF. It is the joint family property which is liable if there is a debt against the HUF. But Karta's liability is unlimited, so he is personally liable for the loan which is taken on the promissory note. There's like if there's a death of the Karta, it does not mean that the business is finished, it will continue, and there's no limit to its membership. Minor could also become the member of this HUF. He's a person from its very birth becomes the member. So minor could be a member because the condition is by taking birth in that family. There are two exceptions: adoption, and second was if the marriage to a maid also who's the member of HUF confers also the membership. So minor can also become a member if he takes birth in the HUF. Accounts are maintained by Karta, but this is not obligatory. He is not accountable to the co-pastors. There is the implied authority, which is in favor of Karta. He could take the debts. He could pledge the property of the family for the purpose of family business, and no decision are binding on the entire. All decisions they are binding on the entire family. It is by mistake. It is written no decision. All decisions are binding on the entire family because the Karta they have the implied authority. Whatever decision he take, it is binding on the HUF. So what are the advantages? It is the centralized management. Centralized in the hands of one person who is known as a Karta. He is the most experienced. He take all decisions and get them implemented with the help of the other members. As the Karta has to manage the whole show, so he could do it with utmost secrecy, which no other business can maintain. He can keep a thing secret even from the member of the firm. As it is a managed by the Karta, so he could take the good decision. As the liability of the Karta is unlimited and there is a joint Hindu family, so lots of credit facility they are available because the liability of the Karta is unlimited and there is an obligation on the part of the member of the Karta to satisfy the debt against HUF. Like it is not mandatory, but they generally it is a responsibility which is performed by the other members. So here they work according to the capacity. The work is assigned to the members according to their capacity. If somebody is incapacitated due to handicap, so the little work will be assigned to him. And the strongest person, the person who's having free time, that will be given more work. So there is a natural love among the members. So they are managed, they provide the help to the Karta to manage the show. And there is under the HUF, everybody tries to do it with least cost. And there is a limited liability of the co-partner. That is a very big advantages to HUF. So there are certain limitations because in the HUF, somebody will work much, somebody will be working more as compared to other, but they will be getting the reward. Also, other will also be getting the reward. If somebody is working with dedication and hard work, so there is no reward for efficiency because everybody will be entitled to equal share. HUF, the limited capital is available only up to the resources of the HUF. The loan could be provided, and generally it is managed by the eldest family member. So he managed the whole show. He may be not qualified. He may be having limited management skill. That is the main limitation. Karta is having vast power of secrecy, and he can keep the things secret even from his members. So the family members, they may mistrust the Karta. So these are all the limitations